Every legend leaves a trace. Some linger in memory, others in things that were never meant to fall into human hands. In the Myths Belief Store, you'll find artifacts, talismans, and relics steeped in the darkness of ancient faiths. Enter if you dare to touch what is forgotten and terrifying. Link in the description. In the burning nights of ancient Greece, where cicadas fell silent as if sensing something inhuman moving through the darkness, people whispered about a creature that hunted under the full moon. A woman with a beautiful face whose charm was so powerful that men lost their minds before they lost their lives. A monster whose lower body was a long, muscular serpent, coiling and uncoiling with predatory grace, and whose eyes glowed with a hunger nothing could satisfy. Her name was spoken in fear, carried from village to village like a warning. Lamia. Lamia in Greek mythology is a figure both beautiful and terrifying, a woman marked by tragedy who became one of the most iconic monsters of the ancient world. In the earliest tales, she was the queen of Libya, admired for her beauty, intelligence, and charisma, but her life was shattered by Hera's jealousy, which robbed her of her children and drove her into madness. From pain, rage, and despair, Lamia transformed into a being of dual nature. Her upper body remained that of a woman, though twisted by grief, while her lower half became a long, scaled serpent's tail. Powerful enough to crush bone and silent enough to glide through the night unseen. Her eyes glowed like embers in the dark, her teeth were sharp as daggers, and her voice could shift from soft seduction to a venomous hiss that froze the blood. Some legends say she could remove her own eyes to escape the torment of endless weeping, placing them in a bowl before slipping into a restless sleep. Her face could shift from breathtaking beauty to monstrous distortion, depending on whether she wished to lure a victim or terrify them. She embodied contradiction, a victim of divine cruelty, a grieving mother turned predator, a creature who could no longer return to the world she once belonged to. In ancient Greek belief, Lamia became a demon of the night, a being who hunted children and young men, feeding on their blood, life force, or even their souls. She was said to change shape, taking on the form of a beautiful woman to deceive men, slipping into homes under the cover of darkness, placing her victims into a trance, draining their strength and leaving their bodies pale and lifeless. Her presence was believed to bring nightmares, insomnia, illness, and sudden death, and her whisper was said to seep into dreams, filling them with visions of serpents, shadows, and suffocating fear. Across Greece, mothers warned their children not to wander after sunset, for Lamia waits in the dark, ready to snatch them away and hide them in her underground lairs. Symbolically, Lamia embodied fear of female sexuality, anxiety over the loss of children, the theme of vengeance for injustice, and the demonization of grief and madness. She represented the idea that unbearable suffering can twist even the purest heart into something monstrous, and that beauty itself can become a weapon. In modern culture, Lamia has become one of the most recognizable archetypes of the female monster, appearing in games, films, series, and literature as a being that blends beauty with horror. In video games, she appears in Castlevania as a serpentine vampiress with a hypnotic gaze, in Final Fantasy as a powerful, seductive creature with a snake's body and magical abilities, and in The Witcher, where reptilian women inspired by her myth stalk the night as deadly predators. In films and series, her presence echoes in Drag Me to Hell, where the demon Lamia drives the plot, in Charmed, where she appears as a seductive demoness, and in Supernatural, where similar creatures hunt humans from the shadows. In literature, Lamia appears in John Keats's poem Lamia as a tragic, enchanting serpent woman, in fantasy novels where she often plays the role of sorceress or demoness, and in demonology texts where she stands as the archetype of the predatory woman, beautiful, dangerous, and forever caught between worlds. Today, Lamia symbolizes dangerous beauty, vengeance, dark feminine power, and the monstrous side of suffering. Lamia remains a figure that fascinates and terrifies across millennia, both a victim of divine punishment and a monster who inflicts pain. Her legend endures because it touches universal themes: loss, rage, grief, and the perilous allure of the unknown. Which version of Lamia feels closest to you, the tragic queen or the serpent monster born from grief?